welcome back Kings of War fans to another community update, this week ending in the 8th of May 2020. This week's community update is dedicated to the wonderful Rob Berman, who is not only handsome and taller than you'd think, but he's been whispering to me in private messages about he can't wait to smash Ronnie in a 5,000 point battle. Well, some would say that's career limiting, but I've fully got your back, big man. You go for it. Tomorrow is the Mantic Open Day. We've had Ronnie giving us a little bit of a sneak preview, waving some bits and bobs around and 2 plastic sprues, which he says have never been seen before. Plus, we've got a live-streamed battle. Now, this is kind of interesting. I think it's going to be Dan Miner versus Elliot Morris, and it's going to be commentated by Matt James and a couple of other people. But it's going to feature some of the sneak previews of the new Magic supplement, campaign supplement. Used to be a summon campaign, not going to be a summon campaign. Don't know what it is, but it's got the magic levels in it. So if you've been going through your rulebook going, what's spellcaster level this, and why can't I cast Hex on a level 0 spellcaster? Now's your answers. You're going to find out exactly what's going to happen. How exciting! So that's at 2 o'clock. British Standard Time, which is 9 AM EST, and probably some other time zones as well. I'm not sure any other time zones actually really exist. One of the happiest things that happened this week was the return of the Giant Dwarf podcast. Giant Dwarf is a podcast based in Norway, run by Fred and formerly by Lars. Lars' brother V-Dog has joined the crew, and I'm really happy to hear them back on the airwaves, including the new and improved 4.5 or possibly 7 or 8 or possibly 9 or 10 minutes of D&D. Welcome back, chaps. I can't wait to hear more of your stuff. Those of you who might have enjoyed Steps to Deliverance will be excited to know that Drowned Secrets, the first effort from Ben Stoddard, has been released on Winged Hussar Publishing. Now, the coronavirus crisis has meant that the paper version is going to be delayed, but you can still download a digital version now from Amazon and probably from the Winged Hussar website. I haven't actually checked, sorry guys. Anyway, if you want to find out a little bit more about it, there's 2 excellent reviews. One is a sneak preview on Until Somebody Loses an Eye, and also on Dash 28, where Mike Rossi gives a really detailed view through the book. I trust both of these guys' opinions, so I'm going to go and download it now. Even though I previously ordered the paperback version, I have to buy it again. I can probably switch my order. I should really have researched this more before I started this segment. The Dash 28 live streams of the Call to Arms battles have continued, and if you can't decide which of these 3-hour mega streams to go into, I heartily recommend the live battle between Dan King and Jeff Traish. If you don't know who Jeff Traish is, he's one of the most amazing players in the world. He's based in Australia, and Dan King is the Dark Lord Dan King, so this was a really strategic, fantastic battle, and you can see my internet connection going to shit right here. The best thing about this particular battle is our trash talk in the live chat, which has been saved for posterity. And if trash talk is your thing, you might want to check out the last segment of the Brindley Smith versus Matt Young battle, which I didn't actually watch, sorry guys, but Matt Young launches into a quite drunken rant about scoring systems, which I particularly enjoyed. Anyway, apparently Texas do it better and Northern Kings is absolute balls. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Apparently I'm not right. I don't know. If you look at the Universal battle reports and live streams, or maybe during your games, and think, this looks like a 1980s Windows 3.1 game, you'd be right, but it kind of works. Anyway, there is another alternative, which is Tabletop Simulator. Now, I don't have a PC capable of running Tabletop Simulator, but some people do, and Mantic have posted a guide to how to play Kings of War in Tabletop Simulator. I'm really impressed by this guide as it goes into intense detail about how to get it working. So if you've got a PC that isn't powered by 2 gerbils and an elastic band, you might want to check it out and give it a little try. It would certainly be nice to be able to play with graphics that look like this. Wow! Those of you who've been interested in Swordmaster's Monster March might be interested to know that on the Kings of War forum he started a May the Brush Be With You painting topic in the Showcase forum. The idea of this is not so much a painting challenge, but to showcase what you've been doing during April. Obviously April is over now, but the topic is worth a browse. It features some amazing models, including Swordmaster's Silver Breeze troops, Scaleris' super cool Battle Shrine, nothing says Rally 2 like large watches of cash, as he says, some super cool vampires by Vince, and a bunch of other stuff. Why don't you check it out? This week's hobby update,
sponsored by Rob Berman,
starts off with this absolutely stomach-churning Mind Screech, which forms the start of Martin Radborn's Phobia-based Night Stalker army. I mean, that's... Yeah, well, good job. Oh. Martin lives quite near me, might end up playing this and vomiting all over the table. Richard Stockdale has posted the start of his Undead army to the Blackjack Legacy Slow Grow Army group on Facebook. I particularly like these unit of skeletons because they're all dressed in pink, which goes to show that just because you're dead doesn't mean you can't be fashion. Painting legend Billy Capkin has started a Legion of Orcs, and he's posted some of his black metal inspired troops. Now you might be thinking, wait, where do I get those decals? They're not decals, he's hand painted each of those shields, and he's doing an infantry based Orc army. The man's a loon! Rob Berman has Rob? Who? Never heard of him. I realise now I've mentioned him rather too much in this update. Sorry Rob, you know, your legend grows, your legend grows. Anyway, he's posted some more of his goblins because you can never have too many goblins, but these are Fleabag Riders with new goblin bits pasted onto them. They look tasty. The Countercharge painting competition is now closed, and us Countercharge hosts are going through the heartbreaking task of trying to pick out some finalists. Let me tell you, this is incredibly difficult, but if you want to look at the massive range of talent out there, why don't you head over to Countercharge and click on the announcements to check out the threads. You'll see such units as Ben Runtel's Corporate Werewolves, which I just love for their originality. Not that I'm preempting what we're going to choose, because frankly, there's too many good models. Bribes still being accepted. I love a themed army, and Alaric Hart has posted his full Sylvankin force to the Blackjack Legacy Slow Grow campaign group and a few other places as well. What I particularly like about this is that it's mostly Mantic models, if not all Mantic models, mostly Mantic, who knows. Anyway, the forest theme looks fantastic with all the models kind of shambling out of the woods and those giant tree herders. I've put together quite a few of those forest shamblers, and they ain't easy, so this is no small task. Really fantastic job, I love it. If you are a fan of Hobby, by the way, you might want to roll over to the Kings of Hearts community page where they are running a painting competition and would love more votes on their hobby competition. It's linked in the forums and they're asking for as many people as possible to vote on these amazing entries. It's anonymous voting, so feel free to be as harsh as you like. Go on, trash someone. Trash someone. Don't do that. You probably hurt their feelings. Well, that's it for this week. You may recall several weeks ago I did a 500 subscriber giveaway and announced a winner of a £30 Mantic voucher. Well, the winner of the £30 Mantic voucher never replied, and I've forgotten his name by now, so I redid the draw as I promised I would. I gave him plenty of time. Don't shout at me. The new winner is a man called Simon Cooper, who I happen to know, so I can definitely get hold of him. Congratulations, Simon. We'll see you all next week.